Hi, I'm Paul Ranney from the prayer ministry team here at Community Church. The Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. And that is from Proverbs 11, verses 1 through 3. And it leads me into a reading of a quick little story that I came across in our Daily Bread just a few weeks ago on March 26th, actually just last week. Some of you who read the Daily Bread will probably remember this story, but this one really kind of made me think for a little bit. It was a very good story. Abel Mutai, a Kenyan runner competing in a grueling international cross-country race, was mere yards from victory, his lead secure. Confused by the course's signage and thinking he'd already crossed the finish line. However, Mutai stopped short. The Spanish runner in second place, Ivan Fernandez Anaya, saw Mutai's mistake. Rather than take advantage and bolt past him for the win, however, he caught up to Mutai, put out his arm, and guided Mutai forward to a gold medal win. When reporters asked Anaya why he purposefully lost the race, he insisted that Mutai deserved the win, not him. What would be the merit of my victory? What would be the honor of that medal? What would my mom think of that? As one report put it, Anaya chose honesty over victory. Proverbs says that those who desire to live honestly, who want their lives to display faithfulness and authenticity, make choices based on what's true rather than what's expedient. The integrity of the upright guides them. That's from verse 3. This commitment to integrity isn't only the right way to live, but it also offers a better life. The proverb continues, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. Verse 3. In the long run, dishonesty never pays. If we abandon our integrity, short-term wins actually yield defeat. But when fidelity and truthfulness shape us in God's power, we slowly become people of deep character who lead genuinely good lives. And this was written by a person named Win Collier. The reason this one kind of hit home a little bit was in high school I was a cross-country runner myself. And I remember what it was like at the very end of the race. So we're talking 3.1 miles, 5K. Sprinting down the finish line, you're certainly not in your right mind. The adrenaline has taken over. You, at least for me, I almost felt like I was outside my body. I just kind of lost everything in pursuit of just making it to the finish line. So my point in that being, for this runner who was in second place, and I'm sure he was feeling similar to that feeling I described to you, for him to be able to come to that decision just instantaneously, for sure not being in his normal frame of mind, instead of seeing an opportunity to win the race, which he probably was shooting for the whole time, he came to this decision in a split second to just say, wait a second. And he's thinking to himself as he's running, wait a second, this isn't right. Mutai is obviously confused. He's from Kenya. He couldn't read the signs. This wouldn't be fair. I'm going to help him pass the finish line. So I just felt that was a really, really good example. And I did some research on this on the internet, came across some more, a little bit more of a background story on it, and some great pictures of them finishing the race that Ted is going to have behind me on what right now is simply a bright green screen, but hopefully it's going to show up nice behind me as you're seeing this. One of the pictures will be showing Anaya kind of pointing Mutai to the finish line, and the other will be them kind of congratulating each other. Obviously, Mutai was very thankful, but Anaya was extremely humble, and as you know, all he was thinking about is, how could I possibly have taken advantage of this to win first place, what would my mom have said? So I kind of take that a little bit further. What would God say? What would Jesus say for those kinds of things? So that certainly is the way I'm going to continue thinking about it. Although it's probably not bad for me to also say, what would my mom think too? But between the two of them, I think that'll be a good guide for me coming up in the future when I'm faced with decisions like this. So thank you very much.